Hello everyone. Now the topic is invitation. Today we will learn about how to write invitation and what are different types of invitation. Now invitations are of two types, formal invitations and informal invitation. Formal invitation can be seen in printed card. It means most of the printed card will known as formal invitation. And such type of invitation make occasion more cordial, personal and intimate. Formal invitation, uh, whenever we are writing formal invitation, the information in formal invitation will be written in separate line. We have to use separate line to write our information where in formal invitations. Now the format, the way or the format will be box. It means the formal invitation will be written in box only. Then name of the host, date, time, venue, that is place, and then occasion or function we will mention in formal invitation, and language will be formal. Now next we talk about informal invitation. Informal invitation usually you can see will be handwritten. Okay, and the format of informal invitation will be letter format. Most of the informal invitation you will see that it will be in letter format. It means sender's address, receiver's address, salutation, all such things will be written where what we write in letter writing. Date, time, venue as it is, occasion and function will be mentioned in such type of invitation, and then formal language. It means formality will not be there. We will use formal language. Now the formal invitation. How we will write our formal invitation? Formal invitation will be in box. As I told you that formal invitation will be in box. Okay, that's why I had maintained here box. First box will be there. Next, this is only the thing what I used to give thanks, as whatever work we do, it depends on teamwork. Okay, that's why the management staff and students of, then from where this on formal invitation is government model senior secondary school. It means this is school Chandigarh. In Chandigarh, this school is going to invite for their function. Okay, so here we will write down who is giving this invitation, and this line will be used in each and every invitation. Cordially invite you to there. Now the purpose, as I told you that after writing the name of institution, you have to skip a line, and then in running writing you can write cordially invite you to there. If you want, then you can use bracket also. Then again you will skip line, then whatever function is going to be organized will be written in capital. Why I am telling you to write in capital? To highlight the function. Okay, as we are writing in running writing, and if something you will write in bold letter, then what will happen? It will highlight itself separately. Okay, so at the moment we will understand yes what the function is. So what we have to do, we have to write in block letter or capital letter. Then time will be mentioned, time and date, as I told you, DTV. So time and date will be mentioned again in separate line. Then about the venue, place where you are going to celebrate. So where you are going to organize, that is in National Auditorium. Now after writing place, you will mention if any chief guest is there, his name, his or her name, and then the post of that person. Later again you will skip a line and then RSVP, which refers reply if you please, or reply. Then instruction will be written. If you want, then you can provide some instructions to the audience or to the person or to whom you are inviting. Now what type of instruction we can provide? Like the card admits, the card what you are providing as an invitation, the card what you are providing as an invitation is a type of admit card. Okay, so here you can mention the card admits whatever person you can write, like the card admits 2 people only, or 2 person only, 2 person including children. Okay, so you can mention here that the card admits to person only. Okay, next, please be seated by, as I want my function should start in time, so what this is also I had included in my information, that is that when they have to come and when they have to sit. So please be seated by, as I am going to start my program at 6 p.m. So I'll mention here 5 or 5:30, depends. Okay, then the use of mobile depends on you, the instruction what you want to give. As I am going to write, the use of mobile is prohibited during program. So this is your formal invitation. Now next, second one, informal invitation. Informal invitation, I told you that it will be in letter format. Letter format, it means sender's address will be written in 3 lines. Next, date will be mentioned. Yes, the arrow what I made means skip a line. What you have to do, you have to skip a line. Okay, so after writing sender's address, skip a line, mention date, receiver's address, then again skip a line, and then receiver's address will be written. Subject, okay, subject, it means what type of invitation it is there, and salutation will be written. Here you can write dear sir or ma'am, that also you can mention. And then content or body of the invitation, it means content will be written. After writing content, next you will mention date of function, time of function, and place of function. Here you will only, what you will do, you will invite content. In content you will write what how you are going to invite. It means invitation will be there, but the time, date, and venue, if you are writing separately, it will be good. Then again skip a line, and then complimentary close. Okay, now as I told you that invitation can be written in 2 different types, formal or informal invitation. Okay, but this time you have to reply to the invitation. Reply to the invitation, it means we can reply our invitation in 2 types. It can be refusal or it can be acceptance. Okay, so in what way we will write our acceptance or refusal of the invitation? So the answer or the first one will be refusal and second is acceptance. Now how to write refusal or acceptance? Now let me tell you, both the format of writing refusal and acceptance will be same. Okay, in what way we are giving response? Doesn't matter it is acceptance of invitation, doesn't matter it's a refusal of invitation, but the format of both the invitation or reply of first, when we are going to write reply in acceptance, first sender's address will be there, because I told you in both format, when you are replying your invitation, the format will be letter format. Okay, in letter format you have to answer in both situation. So here acceptance is there, sender's address, then you have to skip a line, date will be mentioned, then skip a line, receiver's address, then again skip a line, salutation will be there, then content. In content what you have to write? So the format will be same as it is, salutation, then content will be written. Content, if you want to thank the person who is inviting you, that name can be mentioned, otherwise directly you can write. So why? Here acknowledging the invitation. Here the content is only about acknowledging the invitation, that why they had invited you. So if you want to thank, then the person who invited you, you can thank them by telling that why they are inviting. Okay, as I have written that literary and debating society to preside over the inter-school declamation competition. So declamation competition is there, and then when and time I had mentioned. Okay, so here in second line, this is what, this is the acceptance of that I am delighted to accept the invitation. So here I had referred the acceptance, and letter as it is thanks, complimentary close, you're truly. Then if name is given in question, that you have to mention, otherwise ABC or XYZ, and then designation. Now one thing more, wherever you are writing about the host or the guest, be careful to mention designation. If you are writing the name of that person, then designation will also be written. Okay, so this was the reply in acceptance what we are sending for the invitation. Now the second step is about refusal. Okay, first I told you about acceptance. Now this one is about refusal. The same format will be of letter format, sender's address, date, receiver's address. The arrow is mentioning that you have to skip a line here, and then content. Here the content what we had used earlier, that also we can use, only we have to tell at last that we are unable or due to some reason I am unable to attend. Here this also can be content in both the situation you can use. Both the content we can use. Here I had started by giving thanks. Thank you very much for your benevolent. Now here if you want, then you can use name. Thank you very much to Mr. Kabra. Or like as I told you, Mrs. Supriya thanks Mr. Kabra for her benevolent invitation. So depends on you. This both language can be used. Thank you very much for your benevolent invitation and would have been delighted to attend, but however, I will not be able to attend due to some recent. Directly we can't say anyone that we will not come. So by giving thanks first, later we will make them realize that we are unable to come. So to make them realize what we have to do due to some recent. Now reason if you want to write behind that why you are not going to attend that function, that you can mention. For example, due to some recent surgery, bypass surgery, due to some reason or some accident or some personal problem. So depends on you what you will write. Then again you have to skip a line, and then at last I wish him, her, them, depends, all the best for the future, and then with warm regard and complimentary close. So this was about the invitation, and what is formal invitation, what is informal invitation, how to reply such type of invitation. So thank you.